Hey everybody, Kenny here. Welcome to the start of our Hellslave playthrough. If you're stopping in here after finishing my Octopath Traveler 2 or Last Epoch playthrough, and are wondering why it is that I'm playing Hellslave and not Lords of the Fallen, then first off, thanks for stopping by, and I highly appreciate you having gone and checked those out. Thank you very much. And the reason that I'm playing Hellslave and not Lords of the Fallen is that I recorded around 5 sessions of Lord of the Fallen, and by the end of the 5th session, the game had crashed so many times on me that I just decided that I'm gonna put that playthrough off for the time being. And once I figure out whatever it is that's causing that game to crash so much on my system, once I get it to like to stable performance, I can't even say like I honestly I wasn't even paying attention to like the frame rate or anything, because like, the game was just, it was crashing so much that I can't even like claim anything about the quality of the game itself. So yeah, so like until I get that handled, I decided I wanted to just play something that I think is short. I haven't looked into it. Like Hellslave is a game I played the demo for during one of the demo days on Steam like a year or two ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. And I really liked the demo for it. And based on that, I'm assuming this is like at most like a 20-hour game. But I've been wrong before. So we'll see how this pans out. If you aren't familiar with Hellslave, this is a kind of a point-and-click dungeon crawler type game. So if you've ever played something like keep wanting to call it Labyrinth, like the wizardry games, or Figure Sword City, or in Odyssey games on the Nintendo DS and 3DS. If you ever played any games like that, it's very similar to that type of game, except that, you know, as I said, it is a point-and-click adventure game. So, you know, like you're kind of just like looking at like static maps and then clicking on the screen on points of interest, and, you know, as you expect from that type of game. So this is but unlike your standard first person, that happened. 1 second. For some reason my timer stopped. But unlike most games in, so does the music just play to its yeah, so the sound is still going. See it in my OBS. I just wasn't sure if like the music just like stopped and like the audio altogether stopped, or if it's just that the game, it plays through that track one time and then it just never repeats it. And that appears to be the case. But unlike your usual dungeon crawler, like first person dungeon crawlers where like you have like a full party and then like you pick a class and then you upgrade them through the classes and stuff. This is kind of more like so you only have your one character, then your one character is still a turn-based dungeon crawler, but like basically it's like if you were to take like a Diablo character and run them through like that type of dungeon crawler game, you know, that kind of turn-based dungeon crawler. So, you know, like you create your character, you pick a certain alignment, and then you gain skills when on level up, you know, both active and passive skills that you select from a kind of tree. Yeah, that's what the game is. So we will get started. That is loud. So loud. So this here, I play all of my games on a controller. So I wanted to see what the actual keybinds were for the game. And for whatever reason, actually, let me back out. For whatever reason, when you pick options, these are the options. There is nothing for the actual controls in the game. Can't see what the controls are. And because you can't see what the controls are, I just decided, alright, I'll start up a new character just to like figure out like what all the keybinds are and then map it that way. So now my controller works for this game. Just delete this guy. Oh, I could load, didn't I? New game. Go. So our options are easy, normal, hard, or very hard. Easy makes it that you take less damage and enemies have less health. Normal is just the standard difficulty. Hard, enemies deal more damage and have more health. And very hard, enemies deal tremendously more damage and have a lot more health. I think I'm gonna start on hard. The only reason that I want to start it on hard is that like usually at games like this, the early goings are pretty tame. You know, they can be brutal, but usually like they're pretty tame for the purpose of making sure that players don't quit immediately. So if we start on hard, like I'm pretty sure we can change the difficulty. Yeah, change the difficulty level at any time in the options menu. Yeah. So like if you know like we're at a point where like every encounter is just like one-shotting us, yeah, then we'll tune it down. But I'm gonna start it on hard just because I think that that'll be like more balanced for this style of game. The peaceful valley of Nivlath. Season after season, the world kept on turning, sometimes hard under the sun and rain. A harsh but fair life. Laying here suspended in time. Up until that night when everything changed. A rumbling came from the ground, breaking the silence. And some infernal beast came out from the bowels of the earth, descending upon us. Village after village, killing women and children. Galvanized by the rage of hell. Resistance was futile. Some died, some fled. Orphaned, dead without a burial. All hope was gone. What could we do? They were backed by the infernal forces and killed anyone who refused to join them. No mortal could defeat them. I could only see one outcome. There, struck down by despair. Should I want to fight fire with fire? I had to sell my soul to the devil. This is us. Welcome among us, young recruit. You will not regret your choice. You must forget all about your past. Choose your new name, please. And tell me to which demon you wish to swear your allegiance. Let's see. Leviathan starts with a wand. Lucifer starts with a club. Beelzebub starts with an axe. Baal starts with a scythe. Satan starts with a pick. And Asmodeus starts with a dagger. Asmodeus. This is for melee. Leviathan makes you a wizard. Lucifer gives you physical and light-based powers. Beelzebub gives you kind of a berserker kind of power set. Baal gives you poison. And maybe like corpse related abilities. Yeah, so Satan seems to give you like skills that are affected by, I'm guessing, like how much or how little health you have. What do we want to go for? Like, I remember I ran through the demo twice, but I deleted those characters. And I honestly don't remember which two I tried out. I played a demo a long time ago. I did try loading up those saves when I wanted to check the controls, but apparently... Oh. Came up as D. Oh, I know what happened. Yeah, so for the analog stick on my controller, like, it has a drift issue, and I forgot to unbind the joystick when I created this controller configuration. That's my bad. Drifting to the right. Where's that? To the right. That's... And nothing that's really inspiring me on on which to pick. Because, like, like, I am interested in skills that have to do with how much life you have. Oh, I'm guessing I probably tried this one out in the demo, but can't say for certain. Yeah, this one's like specifically just melee, specifically just magic. Like so these are the most interesting ones. I'd like if we could look at the like the skill list before we decide, but not how the game works. Yeah, so now I'm thinking of it. Yeah, 'cause like one of my characters I definitely called Lucy. So most likely I tried these two. I guess let's do a Baal playthrough. If I don't like it, we can always reroll. Baal, let's go. No hair. Go. Baldy. For Baal Disciple, I can think of a good poison character. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out to me. I suppose like there is one thing I could use, because I mean he's not really like a poisoner or anything, but Danden Glocta. Danden Glocta is a inquisitor and a torturer, but yeah, I would think that, you know, character that's affliction, you know, there's about afflictions, probably Glocta is a good good pool. Very well. You seem nervous. You must be shaking with impatience. Drink this mixture and step in the middle of the circle. Or prepare the final ritual. They've definitely improved the localization quite a bit since the demo that I played. Like the demo that I played had terrible localization. Everything is ready. Come. Join us. How are you feeling? Very well. What are you? That's right. Can't back off now. I have to lose my soul. And so be it. Now we're in the game. So there's a full inventory. We have lots of slots. So neck slot, finger slots, feet, legs, hands, wrists, waist, chest, relic, head, left hand, right hand. Or sorry, left hand and weapon hand. Like the powers. So, like, I'm pretty sure that no matter who you pick, then everyone has access to pretty much the same stuff. It's just that, like, the location of the powers is based on your patron. So, so since we picked Baal, like, we have, you can see this this poison skill over here. But like if I was to have picked like Leviathan or Lucifer, then this probably would have been like somewhere higher up or something. So that's like pretty much our progression system, is that we have to pick active and passive skills as we level up. Then, we'll find the equipment that we upgrade our character with. And we have quest log, lore that we can pick up. As I said, it's like kind of a point and click adventure kind of game. Go to Byleth. Yeah, like one thing like I don't really get about like the way that this game works. Like when you're out on the world map, the way that you go places is you have to right click. But like when you're in dungeons and like you're in towns, like the way you move around and interact with things is you left click. I don't understand why it is, because like if I was to try to, so I go to the library here, I left click to go into the library. I can talk to this person here. You are in the last library of the region, my friend. If you find a book that can be salvaged, don't forget to bring it to me. In order to back out, I just right click. So left click is your interact with everything except for the world map. Right click is to back out of everything, except for on the world map. A very strange methodology for the controls. Sorry about the hospitality, but we don't have much space. So the infirmary encroaches a bit on the inn. So food rations. Plus 11, we have 20 gold. The old healer has a lot of work in these dark times. May God save us. Cost 3 to heal. This is our dash. Can't interact with whatever this is. Help. Don't have anything for us yet. Hello, tree. Refuge. A stranger who made a forbidden pact. What an unexpected hero. What did we ever do to the gods to deserve this? Yeah, nothing to get from here either. Alright. Not surprised by the news you bring, stranger. We have been getting attacked, and if the situation continues, we will have to flee like you did. Your help is most welcome. I will think of what to do next. Hey, do you really come from outside? Maybe I could ask you something. I was at the Tomb of Heroes with my grandson when we were attacked by monsters. I managed to flee, but I've lost trace of my grandson, Arcady. I have no hope, and I think I know what happened to him. But I would like to be sure. Help me get rid of the doubt that haunts me. I will reward you. Sure thing, brother. Tomb of Heroes. Let us go. On the left, the corridor leads to the ceremonial room. Demonic Shrine. Okay. Summon Amon. Gold of Amon trickles on the ungodly soul. Summon Malik. Reward that Malik holds in store for his lackey. Summon Asmodeus. Asmodeus wants to drink the blood of my enemies. So money, buff. Maybe an item? Not sure. We'll go Malak in case it is equipment. Got 1 gold. Reward that Malak holds in store for his lackey. Threat is imminent. Quick to become invisible. It allows you not to encounter monsters. Only available 1 time after battles. Raucous noise resonate through the room. You'd swear they came from that tomb. Open. So, the turn-based combat system that uses a timing bar. So, like you and your opponents appear on the bar, so we can see this is our opponent here, and then it's there. Okay, we have 90% chance of hitting the zombie. The zombie has 40 health. We have 50 health. We're going to use our main attack right now. Melee attack that generates 2 rage and causes fatigue, which makes that we get moved 7 seconds down the line. I'm not sure why it is that it's showing like something, why it's showing us further down the bar when we're not on this. Yeah, because we can't click over here. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Our health, our mana, and our rage. Oh. Are we poisoned or did we poison him? Yeah, so kind of like the Hales and Star Ocean games. Like, you get back some resources after combat. Choose an Infernal Favor. These bonuses last for the whole dungeon and disappear when you exit. Faith of the Damned. Minor mana regeneration. Viper Race. Adds 2 poison points to your melee attack. Ooh. Lead to the Necropolis. Used axe. Okay, so the Rusty Sickle does have poison on it. And the purse. Got 5 gold out of that. Ritual room seems quiet. Search. I've fallen into a trap. My trap trigger is press quickly on the 3 red dots to avoid it. If you manage to avoid a trap, you will earn an experience bonus. Fail, you'll lose some life. Stay on your guard at any time. Dodge the trap. Some experience. Cool. Panic gift of critical hit chance for melee and spells. Not sure where I got that from. Okay. Vault of offerings must be filled with valuable items, but you can hear growls coming from it. Hey. Got a summoner jacket. Armor. Chest piece that gives us armor, and when we cast a spell, you deal damage to all enemies. Funeral ring that gives us mana regen at the end of combat. Another chest piece. More armor. More health and mana regen at the end of combat. Pants to give us some armor and max health. Gold. Okay. On the right, a gate is blocking the way down to the necropolis. Key to the necropolis required. How come these two aren't red? I guess because they're just informational. Tombs. They might contain interesting items or famished corpses. Okay, got a short sword. And 7 gold. I love the art in this game. Your basic magical attack is faster, but uses up mana. Lightning bolt costs 4 mana. Yeah, so 3 seconds. Yeah, so it triggers in half the time. But uses up 4 mana. We'll gotta return back before he gets to go. I see. Okay, so we can see their stats are up here. So how much armor we have, our crit chance, dodge chance, our melee damage, our magical damage, poison damage. Ooh, crit us. We've leveled up. Got an active power and a passive power. More health, more mana, and dodging. Got ourselves a guard lance. Both hands. Deals significantly more damage than our current weapon. And it has this sweep. Gives a chance of hitting all enemies. Fragile spear. Also 2 hands. Crap weapon. And money. 5 gold. Okay. Leveled up for the first time, so now go. Reach level, you can unlock a new power. Venom of Limbo. 15 mana. Has extra poison on each of your attacks. Increases with your level. Single use. Instant. Recharges when you kill an enemy. It wasn't directing us to there, it was just for some reason. Yeah, that's how it happened. Yeah, so you can't learn anything other than your first directed skill first. Learn Venom of Limbo. You can also unlock a passive power. Click here to switch between the two trees. Now we can see the passive tree. See that our starting passive is Baal's Fluid. Increases your basic poison damage depending on your level. 1 point per level. Go back to our active tree. See that we unlock everything, the nodes around where we invested our point. Shadow of Baal. Large mana cost gives you dodging bonus. Wound aggravation. Same mana cost as Venom of Limbo. Cast on all enemies, and it doubles the amount of bleeding and poison on all enemies. The number of added points cannot exceed your max mana level. Modious's Outburst, a self-cast buff. Oh, this is the fatigue caused by melee attacks is reduced by 60%. It recharges when you turn into a demon. Inhalation of Humors costs 8 mana. Cast on an enemy to suck target's wounds. Recover health for every bleeding poison the target has. Oh, a nice one. We get a good form of stacking poisons and bleeds, and we'll definitely want to go for this one. Looking for... Okay, so Aerith's Bleeding. Cast on self. Your next melee attack will inflict more damage in the form of bleeding. Recharges when you kill an enemy. So does this not actually have a cost, or is it that we can't see the cost because we haven't unlocked the path to it yet? Because this has a mana cost, this has a mana... Oh no. So as Modio's Outburst also is a... Yeah, so if it has a... No, but this has recharge clause also. Mana cost and a recharge thing. Yeah, so it's not like if it has a mana cost, then the recharge is like I was thinking that it's either it has a mana cost or it has a recharge requirement. Some things just don't have a mana cost for some reason. And surprisingly, not really a lot of affliction stuff. I guess if we go for it this way. Yeah. No. Bear's bleeding into infection. The thing is, I don't know if I want Asmodeus' outburst, though. Get wound aggravation. Then go into Sabnock spores. Go into Beelzebub's claws. No, that's just... We definitely would want this, but that's like a higher thing. There's no reason for going for these until we have access to more affliction stuff. Go Asmodeus into Barith and infection, then go for inhalation and or ritual. Over here, feels fluid. That gives us our just innate poison, regardless of what weapon we have. It unlocks access to mana recovery. Extra attack, but at lower damage rate. Extra dodge chance. Make our poisons deal splash damage. Splash damage for less. We suffer an attack, we can poison enemies for 20%. Yeah. Definitely gonna get our basic poison first. I think I want to go for Relentless. Because if we can hit multiple times, then that lets us get more options for free. It's free. Cool. Can match with our build whenever. Corridor goes down to the necropolis. Kind of anomaly where echoes from a distant world come from. Listen carefully. Death. Great death. Thank you. Without you, nothing would make sense or have flavor. Thank you for destroying everything. Okay, so nothing new out of it. A room down below where the tombs have been pillaged or opened from inside. If you're in a bad spot, use potions to heal yourself. You just need to click on them like powers. Okay, so this is our demonic form, Baal's form. Why do I have them here and here? Don't like that. Why do I have this here? What does this mean? I'm pretty sure that this won't apply to the lightning bolt. My controller stopped working. Oh. Look at the zombies. What does the little icon mean? Why does this one have a plus in it? They have the same health, same chance of hitting. What does this mean? Oh, okay, I see. So they're icons, so you recognize who's who on the thing. That makes sense. Let's open up on Diamond. Lightning Bolt. Then we'll do our Venom of Limbo. Oh. Huh. It could, because it said instant, I thought that... Like, I thought that what, like, you know, that it activated instantly and had no... You know, had no charge associated with it. You know, had no, fatigue associated with it. But I guess it does, it just doesn't say. That's bad signaling. Okay. You. It should die when its turn comes up. Lightning bolt this one. Oh. Okay, I understand. I misread that. Moon Infernal Favor is either more dodging or more crit. Okay, for Redemption, more health and mana regen. Attached armband, more armor, 7 coins. Okay, so equipped it right away. Used to expose urns in that room. Training javelin. Port item at the beginning of combat. Throw a javelin on that. That's still some bad localization on. Beginning of combat. Throw a javelin at a random enemy, and deal 5 damage. Equipped it. Cool. Yeah. Glowing portal. Avoid the portal for now. It is not a tomb. It looks more like mass grave. Kill an enemy, you earn a demonic point. With 4 points, you can take your demonic form. That is now in your action box. When we're in our demonic form, we have increased dodge chance, increased poison damage, bleed chance, and it lasts for 30 seconds. Baal form. So, Limbo. Yeah, so I wonder why it is that when we did this first and then that did something different. Heal. Oh, dodged. Go again. Okay, so now it's gonna die on its own just time. Battling of Arcady. Magic Destiny. Alas. The Ridden Turban. Receive damage, you gain 1 health, mana, and rage points. Cool. Mythical dried beast organs. Health and mana. Corrupted Archdruid Staff. Lots of damage. Poison. Yep, that is our weapon. And a little bit of gold. Okay. Yeah, so like the reason that I burned through our potions there, like it wasn't like because like the way that this is written, I was thinking, oh, like does that mean that every combat we get more potions? We get like the potions, and for our health and mana potions are just charges, and we get more during each combat, and that is not the case. What is this? Okay. It looks like a forsaken maze. The growls do not augur well. Minor Skull. Offhand gives a chance of critting, and you terrify enemies. Okay, there's another. So there are still a lot of localization problems that haven't been fixed. More armor and more health regen at the end of combat. Law of Feverish Summoner. Melee and magical damage. Use fatigue after a spell. And poison and melee. Another flea ridden turban. Exactly the same. 7 more gold. There's this portal here, but we're in bad way right now. Check that out later. My little Arcady. I expected it, yet this medallion will be the only thing left of it. Thanks for taking that risk for me. Take that money. Hope it will help you. And we leveled up. More melee poison. More health and mana. I'm just trying to think about whether I think like it's momentum. Momentum triggers every 20 seconds during a fight. Time stops and you can use a single use ability. Use some powers and slide them towards the top. Pestilent Rain. Pestilent Cloud adds poison points to enemies depending level and current mana. Dodge next attack. Attack will be instant. Double damage of next attack in the form of bleeding and poison point. Recover health. Health is under 30%. You recover 40% instead. This is really good for us. Up. Here. Oh, you can have the same ones more than once. High alarm. First time watching one of my playthrough videos. I starting near the end of my Octopath 2 and Last Epoch playthroughs. I started setting a timer so that I only record for like an hour at a time. It keeps me more focused on trying to be present and not just like getting lost in my own head all the time. I tend to do. Yeah, so go for Various Outburst. Time will go for Various Bleeding. Relentless. Yeah, we actually want this. Next time we go for financial reflexes. And once we have that combo going, Then we go for spreading the plague. Because what this gives the potential for, that when we hit, we have a chance of dealing an additional attack, and then when we get hit, we have a chance of doing an additional attack on top of that. So our regular attack, our extra attack, and our counter attack should all give us the should create the opportunity to poison an enemy multiple times. Same like little range. More we poison enemies, this I mean 20%. I guess depends like on if it's like if our momentum is up. If our momentum is up, then it'll do a lot. Yeah, got a cool little build we're working towards. Next time we'll grab our new quests, head out, see what's going on. Now head out into the world real quick, just because, like, I'm assuming that this is the whole world. And maybe there's more maps. I don't know. If there aren't, like, if everything is here, then, and there's probably like an even shorter game than I was thinking. But if this is just like the first area, and then there's like multiple, then, you know, could be longer than I'm expecting. Anyways, here for me. Everybody for stopping by and checking me out. Join the playthrough. Appreciate doing all the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. Next time, Be Victus, Virus and Numeris, and bye.